Look bro, I'm tired. These movies used to be events. I was more excited for these than the day I found out I passed my organic chemistry class with a 61. But now Marvel's delivering more wet farts than my baby brother, and this thing would make me want to suck toes than watch this movie again. But if you don't know, The Marvels is about everyone's favorite punching bag, Carol Danvers, going on an adventure to beat this poodle of a villain named Dar-Benn. Alongside, she has some new friends, that being Monica Rambeau and Miss Marvel. However, they discover a random and new power to help them on their conquest of cringe, and that's the ability to switch places on the spot. Now, before I start peeling back this rotten banana and critique it, let me tell you what I think this movie did well. The first thing I think this movie did well was that it was short. I thought that was a great move and it saved me from yakking out my intestines. And the second thing that I think this movie did well was Iman Vellani's performance. And I had a gut feeling she would be good considering how fun Vellani was to watch in her TV show, but I didn't realize that this kid would outshine an Academy Award winning actress. And what's funny is that she never wanted to be an actor in the first place.
Iron Man. I don't know. I didn't really want to be an actor.
Yet she is here and is running laps around all of these superstar actors. And everyone knows that Vellani is an actual Marvel superfan, so her being in a Marvel movie basically means that she gets to act like herself. And honestly, I think that's great. It's probably the most elite casting choice Marvel has made in a long time. And it, for some reason, gives me the tingles to see a longtime Marvel fan actively seeing her enjoy herself in the Fortnite map she has always dreamed of fighting in. But yeah, that's unfortunately all I have for the positives. In terms of what I think makes this dookie, let's first talk about the story, which I am still trying to figure out because what the hell was going on? This movie did not know what it was trying to be. This movie is the definition of walking into a room and forgetting what you were looking for. There's no thesis, there's no payoff. This movie couldn't even bother giving me stakes. This is a cutthroat, generic, vanilla, bland, heart-wrenching superhero movie where the entire premise is good guy beats the bad guy. And the movie tries to spice it up. They try to spray some perfume on this stinky story that they were already telling by incorporating some side quest missions within the film, which is actually just more pointless than showing your work on a first grade math test. Like there was one mission that they had to do with cats that needed to eat people in order to progress the story, and you know what, you'll know if you ever see it. But anyways, in terms of the other characters, I thought that the chemistry between Kamala, Carol, and Monica was evident, and it was enjoyable to just watch them bicker. And in terms of Captain Marvel herself, she is definitely a better character than she was in Captain Marvel 1, because there is some real character development, because she understands that even though she has the power to blast the anal sphincter of anyone in the MCU, she still can't do everything alone. Now, in terms of Monica, her character felt more out of place than putting Nutella on pizza. Like, what does she do here? Why should I care for her now and in the future of the MCU? She was basically a MacGuffin. Now, in terms of the villain, all I'm gonna say is that Dar-Benn is a bottom 3 MCU villain. That what was her motivation? Why is she so boring? Why should I care for her? Why is she someone that Black Widow could probably beat in a fight? Like, this is the MCU. They have good villains, and for some reason, Marvel decided to ram this car into a brick wall and fall off. The CGI in the film is also a bit iffy, but for a Marvel movie that has this much money backing it, VFX cannot be iffy. This movie doesn't have CGI that at least gets by. And in terms of the jokes didn't land. They landed on bird poop. That's what it landed on, because they were so smelly and icky. And also, don't get me started on the post-credit scene. It is such a desperate move considering the quality of Marvel stuff nowadays. But I was reading some other reviews for this movie, and most of them said that this wasn't the greatest Marvel movie, but they had a fun time watching it. And if you felt that way, I'm happy for you. From the bottom of my bladder, I am. Because that is what a movie should be. You should enjoy yourself and not think too critically of something. But for me, that wasn't the case. I hold Marvel too high of a standard, and this movie, like the last few movies they made, have not been reaching that standard. 1.5 stars.